Greetings and salutations. We're back to looking at episodes of the show Quantum Leap. With episode Jimmy. And this is an episode that probably a lot of people know because, the opening of it in a way became a meme. And at the same time, I'm looking back and if you just saw that clip of it, I'm feeling you really wouldn't know at times how this episode can be rather dramatic. And even today, I still think this episode works fairly well. But what was it about? Well, in this episode, Sam, in a way, leaps into the body of a young man named Jimmy, who has Down syndrome, who, in a way, is basically having his time with his first job with his brother working at the docks. And if it doesn't go well, he's going to have to be sent back to a institution. So basically it's Sam's responsibility to make sure, hey, that doesn't happen. The things that make this episode still work today is in that we learn a bit more when it comes to the character of Al, in that we talk about his family and that he at one time had a sister who had her own issues as well when it came to disabilities, and she wasn't able to get the help she was needed in a way.
Construction worker, he went from job to job, and then when it took him to the Middle East, I wound up in an orphanage and she wound up in an institution. When I was old enough, I went back there for her, but it was too late. She was gone, Sam. Pneumonia, they said.
And yeah, I think when it comes to me talking about the character of Al, it's always great when we learn more about him, because I'm looking back at it, Al is still a fun character. So, yeah, Al Calvinci is still a great character. I kind of like how say some jokes, references to things like Star Wars, or heck, even invaders from Mars. Because say the young kid in this episode, I believe his name was Corey, he was into that, and I gotta say the dramatic aspects is fairly good in that the wife is a bit nervous around Jimmy because...
Not exactly. My grandmother's platter.
I'm sorry. What is wrong with me? Nothing. You're just feeling the pressure of everybody treating you like a dumbo.
At the time, when the episode takes place, the ideas of disabilities like Down syndrome and all those kind of mental health disabilities, they weren't seen as oh, this is not good and all that stuff. And I gotta say, I really when it comes to when Jimmy or Sam is having to go back to tell the boss that, hey, this wasn't my fault and all that, and basically in a way I believe a dock worker ends up getting in trouble because he ends up causing Corey to fall into the water, and Jimmy or Sam ends up saving him. But this is a classic episode of Quantum Leap that, when you think of classic Quantum Leap, you always think about, I'd say you think about this one. Or you probably think of the Dr. Ruth episode. But yeah, I thought this was still a classic episode to look back at. Overall, pretty good.